Welcome to my Learning A to Z English channel.
Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu. The poem Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu talks about the lessons of life. It was written in the mid-19th century, but is very much relevant today. The readers feel encouraged to enjoy traveling, to be bold and satisfied. In spite of having worldly worries, it is possible to be cheerful if they are dealt with when they come, rather than worrying about them beforehand. Weavers, weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. The poem begins with the poet asking the weavers why they have started weaving so early in the morning. They are in a happy mood, and the clothes they are weaving are also matching their cheerful mood with bright blue color, like the wing of a halcyon wild. That is, the bird kingfisher. The weavers reply that they are making clothes for a newborn child. They are weaving at the start of a new day to welcome a new life, and so the color is so vibrant and full of life. The blue color used by the weaver looks royal, as a child is the representation of God himself. Weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. In the second stanza again, the poet asks the weavers what they are weaving at the fall of night, that is, the beginning of late evening. The weavers inform that they are making marriage veils of a queen, so they have used bright colors, purple and green. These two colors represent the two important stages of life, youth and adulthood. The garment is colorful, like the feathers of a peacock, beautiful and attractive. In the beginning of youth, life does not have so many responsibilities, and the young people want to look good with the best attires. As they mature, the responsibilities pile up, and so green stands for the later part of adulthood when they are more active in life. They are ready for a prosperous life, get married, and face the ups and downs in life. The poet may hint at the fact that though man is approaching old age, which will come after the stage of adulthood, still he can have the brightness of hope, and the green color indicates that happiness and eagerness to look good and enjoy life. The poet mentions marriage, maybe to indicate that the innocence of childhood is over. Weavers, weaving solemn and still, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. In the third stanza, the poet again asks the weavers why they are weaving when the night is so cold and chilly. For the first time, the poet refers to the mood of the weavers, who are silent and sad because they are making the shroud, that is, the white cloth to cover a dead body. They want to show respect to the departed soul, which is colorless, and so they are making a white cloth. It may represent the purity of old age also. The body is as light as a feather, and the soul of the dead person has reached the cloud, that is, to God. Death is the end of life, just as night is the end of the day. Sarojini Naidu is one of the most well-known names of the Indo-Anglian poetry. In the poem Indian Weavers, she has come out of her usual subjects of patriotism. She is more spiritual and philosophical in her thoughts in this poem, where she talks about profound thoughts of life and death. The poem is divided into 3 quatrains, that is 3 stanzas, each consisting of 4 lines. In each stanza, the poet mentions about 3 different kinds of attires that the weavers are weaving at 3 specific times of the day. Media group, sunrise over village, dawn in India, early morning weaving at stock at distribute _equally, morning, evening or fall of night and chilly moonlit night. The first stanza talks about the weavers making garments for a newborn baby, but the poet is curious to know why the weavers have chosen the break of day. The early morning time is chosen because the beginning of the day is symbolic of the start of life. The blue color garment made for the child is as vibrant as the childhood of a human being. He or she is like a free bird with no responsibility. The halcyon bird, a mythical bird like a kingfisher, has been used not only because of the bright color blue, but also for representing freedom from the burdens of life, which have not yet started in the life of the newborn child. The royal look of any newborn baby and its innocence are symbolically represented by the blue color of the bird. The second stanza deals with the second stage of a man's life, that is, youth and adulthood. Human beings are quite active at this stage and get themselves ready to face the challenges of life. Here the colors used are purple and green like the feathers of a peacock. The weavers are making delicate veils for the marriage of a queen. Purple may signify the gorgeous life which a young person desires for. The mention of marriage veil may indicate the stepping of the youth into adulthood, ready for taking responsibilities. Green may stand for hope amidst all duties of life. The peacock may indicate happiness. So, in the second stage of life, man is prepared for happiness and struggle. In the third stanza, the weavers are busy working at night even though the night is quite cold. They are looking sad and are working silently to make the white cloth to cover the body of the dead person. Night is the symbol of eternal quietness. This stanza talks about the last stage of life, which is inevitable. The body is lifeless, and so it is light as a feather. White cloud may indicate that the soul of the deceased person has reached the domain of God, symbols expressing various moods at different parts of life. Indian Weavers is a rhythmic short poem. The repetition of the words adds to the lyrical quality and rhythm of the poem. The beauty of Indian culture has been brought out very skillfully by the expertise of the Indian weavers. The question-answer method of presentation is very effective as the readers become a part of the discussion going on in the poem, and it gives a conversational tone to the poem. The poet puts the question in the mind of the readers, who are eager to know the answer, and in the process come to know the facts of life which none can avoid. Death is the end of life, and a cold night precedes the bright morning. The poet probably hints at the arrival of a new day with the birth of the child.
Thank you for watching. I hope you understood this. For more learning, subscribe to my channel.